Hey guys, how's it going? This is Prophet, and in this video I wanted to talk about Modern Warfare Reboot and its 3 campaigns. Modern Warfare Reboot, the series, has given us a flurry of ups and downs, but this video is going to purely focus on the downgrade in quality of the MW Reboot campaigns. We're not going to be breaking down or analysing the campaigns, as I haven't got time to sit here and tell you how it moved me emotionally, and I'm pretty sure you don't care anyway. Let's begin. Now, MW 2019 is highly regarded as one of the most innovative, and it's called a realistic campaign by some of the most elite in special forces in terms of the Clear House mission, which has real consequences for your actions. You know, you try shooting the baby, the mother holding that baby. If you shoot the mother, the baby's now left without a mother. But she didn't end up going for a gun, so she's just an unarmed civilian. You just shot her. You just deprived that child of its mother. Real consequences that can happen, I suppose, in these types of missions that real special forces go for. But I digress. This campaign introduced a lot of new characters and also a lot of old characters in a new way. In the campaign for MW 2019, you primarily play as Alex Echo 3-1, Sergeant Kyle Garrick, and Commander Farah Kareem. But you guys all remember Gaz from COD 4, yeah? You know, the one who likes to keep this for close encounters, that shotgun? Yeah, it's the same guy, but now it's being played and represented by Elliot Knight. Needless to say, to my knowledge, none of the original characters are voiced by their original actors. And I don't have a problem with any of the recastings. I don't care about that. I think the recasts are excellent, and I don't think you can have this campaign without some people doing the new acting who can put a new take on the characters in the new era. There's going to be a lot of spoilers in this video, so if you haven't played the campaigns, I do apologise. You can just not watch the video. But if you do want to hear my take on why the quality of the campaigns has gone down, then stick around. So as you guys know, or may not know, MW 2019 came in strong with a white phosphorus attack to stop the retrieval of Russian gas by a terrorist organisation. Midway in the campaign, we discover that Farah's own brother was just trying to take revenge for the gas attack on his family and his country, which ends in the death of the ruthless Russian commander, stopping at nothing for at least a decade, trying to take down the Uzbekistani resistance fighters. But the campaign basically is trying to illustrate an eye for an eye makes the whole world go blind. Now, the writing and storytelling in this campaign displays a strong camaraderie between the protagonists, which is how the original games illustrated Task Force 1-1. Now, the writers, led by the storytelling mastermind Taylor Kurosaki, they dared to push boundaries and display events where it would bring players to these extremely horrific wartime situations that could be happening in our own backyards. I wanted to say just how impressed I was by this campaign, and how happy I was to play such a campaign after not playing Call of Duty for years. Like, after COD World War II died on PC, out of all the 3 campaigns for this reboot, this campaign is still the most impactful and still the most appreciated campaigns out of the 3, which is highly regarded by all players. Well, most players, I guess. Now, I knew we were going to get a sequel to MW 2019 in the form of MW2 2022, which kind of followed the story of MW2 2009. But I found the marketing for MW2 was really well done. Like, they presented us the return of classic characters like Sergeant or Captain John Soak McTavish. Soak McTavish, not Soak. He was just a much-loved protagonist from MW2 and MW3, 2009-2011 respectively. And now we have a new addition of the PMC commander of Shadow Company, Philip Graves, who is a great addition to an already badass cast of characters. Now we have a few smaller bunch of new badass characters like Colonel Alejandro Vargas and Valeria, as well as returning Gold Eagle Actual General Shepard, the mysterious yet lovable Ghost, as well as Price, Gaz, Farah, and Alex Echo 3-1, who plays a minor role in the game by showing up in the co-op experience, the Atomgrad Raids, which in my opinion, and I haven't finished the 4th one yet, but if you can get 3 people, yourself and 2 others, to play with coordinated people who can shoot, have some game sense, and can figure out puzzles. There are a lot of puzzles, and they are quite fun puzzles to figure out. You'll die over and over again, and have that one person who doesn't get the puzzles, can't figure it out. And yeah, it's always nice to have at least 2 who can figure it out and tell and show the third one what to do if they don't. But if you have 3 coordinated people, you can get them done relatively quickly. They're not impossible, and they don't take a long time if you know what you're doing. The campaign itself in MW2 was a very strong entry featuring new and unique battlegrounds across the globe in the United States, Mexico, Uzbekistan, Netherlands. Unfortunately, during the development, Taylor Kurosaki left Infinity Ward to start a new studio with other veteran lead storytellers forming That's No Moon. In case you don't know Taylor's track record, he already made two very impactful and highly regarded as 2 of the best campaigns ever made for their story, characters, and overall impact, which is MW19 as well as Infinite Warfare. I played Infinite Warfare, I got it on sale months ago, and I played it, and I was so impressed. I can't believe I didn't give Infinite Warfare a chance. The gameplay is so smooth, the gunplay is so smooth, the guns are awesome. Like, they're just, I guess, futuristic developments of current weaponry. Like, there's some vectors in there, there's some MP5s, some UMPs, AK-47s, M4s. It's such a cool game. Like, how did we not give this game a chance? How did we not give Infinite Warfare the light of day? Like, we thought, we were sick of Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare, and then they come out with Infinite Warfare. Like, goddamn, I think Infinite Warfare, if I gave it a chance, I probably would have liked it the best. It's so smooth. It's smoother than Black Ops 3, and I guess it's kind of a nice hybrid between the games, and oh man, I just wish I gave that game a chance. It looks so much fun, and even just playing bots, the gunplay is just magical. But I digress. You could just tell it was the wrong game for the wrong time, despite the developers being really passionate about it, and then later Infinity Ward delivering some of the worst multiplayer experiences we've ever had, despite my praise for being able to find games and all that, and spending more time on them than Black Ops games, Black Ops Cold War, that is, and not buying Black Ops 4. I just wanted to mention that anyway. Now, back to what I was talking about. He worked about 6 months, I think he said, on the game. So he did work on the campaign for 6 months before he left. And now, while this game, MW2, had some unique moments like the US-Mexico border crossing, the survival mission after Shadow Company betrays you, and also the fair share of the traditional sniper and stealth missions, I did notice the game lacked the same impact of MW 2019. Back when I had Twitter, I tweeted to a lead storyteller of IW, and they said they were going for a different approach, and that is why it is left less impactful. But yeah, I wasn't like chilled to the bone by what I experienced in the campaign. I just felt it was a really well done campaign that mixed action with secrecy, with I guess going behind enemy lines and blending with enemy lines. I thought that was really cool, And that leads me to say that I really enjoyed the campaign, and I do go back to it from time to time because it's a solid story and has a lot of fan service. And despite us all believing in MW2 that Graves died, he magically reappears in MW3. Which leads me to my next point, where we go into arguably the worst campaign of the 3 reboots, and possibly one of the worst campaigns ever made. MW3. Why was MW3 so bad? Like, what the hell is it? What the hell were you thinking with open combat missions? A campaign, in my opinion, should be a unique set of experiences with unique set pieces, with unique ways to, I guess, experience the game. Like, give us some choices, sure, like with dialogue choices, or this action, I do this action, but then I don't do this action, and this happens or that happens. I think that's very cool. Like, that is why the Walking Dead, Telltale's The Walking Dead series is very impactful on me personally, is because I got to make choices. I got to decide what my character did. I got to decide the relationships I maintained and the relationships I destroyed and how that would impact it. Made the game easier or harder. Like, I don't know if you guys have played the original Walking Dead. If you side with Kenny, you know, Kenny kind of looks out for you for the whole game, but if you make one decision against Kenny, like you decide to try and save Larry instead of kill Larry, another spoiler, then Kenny's going to pretty much be an arsehole to you the rest of the game, and that's a shame because, you know, I do like Kenny, but when I do play alternate choices, you know, I go back and I do different playthroughs, I say different things, and I just kind of have an idea of how I want Lee to turn out, and I just kind of go with it. Like, if I want to be a complete arsehole to everyone, I will, but if I want to, like, have a Lily-centric game, or a Kenny-centric game, or a Kenny distant game, or maybe a hybrid of the two, whatever I'm feeling. There's nothing like that here. The open combat missions are just lazy. Like, like what is this? The customized loadouts, the fully kitted guns in the middle of nowhere, the Warzone-esque gameplay, like I'm dropping out of planes and shit, like I'm playing Warzone. There's just no impact. It's just pure despair, and for the need to rush off to kill Soap like he died in MWIII 2011's Blood Brothers mission. We didn't get any revenge on Makarov either for killing our beloved Mohawk Scotsman. Let me give you 3 reasons why I believe it's bad into what I've already given you. Now, the open combat missions, as I mentioned, are lazy. There's no iconic set pieces or no iconic action. I felt like I was just playing Warzone, looting. There's too many kill streaks everywhere, like advanced UAVs and shit. I don't need that. Armor plates everywhere. Like customized weapons out in the open, fully customized with thermal scopes and stuff. Who leaves all that shit out there in the open, like, all the time? It was just horrible. Makarov, the main villain, not intimidating at all. Now, it's nothing against the actor who played Vladdy Boy, but I didn't expect him completely to play out like the original, because they've gone and switched up all the characters, how they are. But it's just the writing, you know. The writing for Makarov is so corny. He's just a guy that we're designed to hate. It's not like Handsome Jack from Borderlands 2, you know. He's a great villain, you know. He's a villain you look at and you go, yeah, fuck that guy. I want to get him because he fucked us. But I don't find him evil. He just comes across as cheeky, you know. He's like a lesser Joker, but he's not as scary, not as like someone I'd fear, you know. It's like when you watch Batman with the Joker in it, and it's not the Dark Knight's Heath Ledger Joker. You know, I think that Heath Ledger's Joker is the best Joker I've ever seen. Like, I don't really watch a lot of DC movies anymore, but out of all the Jokers I've seen, his one really stands out, and I'm pretty sure you guys would agree. It was just sad we didn't get to see the same evil, silent, speaking Makarov, where his actions dictated how he was in MWIII 2009 and 2011. But overall is the lack of impact. This campaign had no impact at all. And the best missions in the campaign is the non-open combat missions, the linear story missions. And I reckon the plane mission, where you deal with the hijackers, is the best mission in the game, just due to the impact. Like, that's what I wanted to see. They had all the opportunities to create these impactful missions. Like, we were expecting a No Russian-esque mission in this game, but they didn't give it to us. They teased it in the end of MW2. They didn't deliver it. And it's such a shame. Why? Why didn't you give us a No Russian-esque mission? Yes, everybody is more sensitive now. Yes, it was a very impactful mission for the time, you know, like, there was an option to skip the mission because of how impactful it was and how it's terrible. Like, you can choose not to mow down the civilians, that's up to you. But, like, what are you going to do if you're a kid like I was? You're just going to mow down all the civilians. Of course you are. But it's awful. Like, as an adult now, like, I choose not to play that mission because if I'm going for a veteran run, that's one less mission on veteran I have to complete, even though I've finished the game on veteran. I have all the achievements on Steam and all that. But I digress there. Overall, I was impressed by the first mission. It reminds me of a hybrid between The Only Easy Day Was Yesterday and the Rescuing Captain Prize mission. But I just wish the whole trilogy had the same impact as the first game. And hell, even Black Ops Cold War's campaign had some serious impact. Like, do you guys remember the KGB headquarters infiltration? It was amazing how it tied the COD 4 storyline to the Black Ops universe. Seriously, well done to Raven Software for making such an impactful campaign with CIA action in a desperate time. It's a shame that the quality declined, but I guess that's what happens if you rush. Quality decreases and quantity increases. As lame as that sounds, it is true. Alright guys, thanks for listening. Let me know your thoughts on the MW Reboot series campaigns. What would you like to see change? Did you like it? Did you not like it? You know, just let me know down below. But yeah, peace, and I'll see you in the next one.